Creepers. Yeah! Wait, why are we doing this? Because she told us to, Mandy. I don't know. Okay. Wait, Sarah, why are we doing this?
Warm-up.
Yeah, I know.
Just to get your yourself out of your academic.
Andy, why don't you take her?
Yeah, get off the phone.
Yeah!
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you were. Wait, no, I think it's Ronto. No, wait, me and everybody's in one.
It's totally the
Well, like today,
Hello, lane 8th graders. Please go with your classes and make your way to the cafeteria for the Franklin Abbott presentation. Thank you.
You guys get to go, hopefully. I'll sneak you.
Are you in 8th grade?
Wait, 6th grade? Yeah.
8th grade.
I'm 12th grade. I'm old. High school is not old.
Okay.
I know, right?
Okay. Okay, come on over here, everybody. Take your chocolate for me. Everybody.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh my God, it keeps beeping. Okay. I need to review my colors. That's perfect. Okay, so you have your blended, hopefully analogous color background, and it's colored in a row. You've chosen a silhouette. I've done a few as practice for myself. So you're going to draw it in pencil. You're not coloring it in with pencil because the pencil doesn't really go nicely on top. I mean, the India ink doesn't go nicely on top of the pencil. So you don't want to just because this is going to be black, I don't want to color it in black. I'm just doing the outline. That's really too close. Okay. This is ink. India ink. It's actually, yeah, so it's ink. It is permanent on your clothes. It's not permanent on your skin, but it's what they used to use back in the old days for tattoos, like before they used color and things. They used India ink. Okay, so you're going to draw yours. You're going to use details like I see a ladder, I see all this outline, but you're not doing details like facial features or what the color of this backpack is or where his pants end and his shirt begins. You're not doing those things. And then keep in mind things like, okay, I know I use this as scratch paper, but what are these little dots on the wires? Birds. Now, if I cut out one of these and just showed you this shape, would you say that like just like a bird? No. No. But our eye says, okay, telephone wire, birds. I've seen this before. Your brain is fixing it so that it just assumes that's what it is. So don't feel like if what you're drawing, this doesn't look like birds. Something in the last class, some people said fish, and some people said teeth. And so
Now I see teeth.
These don't look like little birds. They don't all have little beaks and things like that. But when you look at it as a whole, it reads as birds. Okay, so keep that in mind. So you're going to draw it first with pencil. Remember, it needs to take up at least a third of your paper. And then you're going to paint it with the India ink. It takes about this much ink to do the whole thing. So you'll get a little cup or a palette for your table. And rinse out brushes. Just remember when you're getting brushes that you're picking, first of all, you get a scrap paper because the India ink it'll spread a lot. Brushes hold this very nicely and it spreads, which can be nice, but it also can mess up your tiny lines. If you were doing a skinny line, switch brushes. Don't use a big giant brush for fat things. So slowly doing this. The ink stays wet, so push it around. So you can't erase this once you've done it. So you really want to take your time. We don't have to finish this today. Thanks. So I'm going up to, I'm filling in everything black. This is like a shadow. I'm not doing everything right now, so don't worry. But I am, so I put some ink on here. I can spread it around. Look, a little bit goes. It's super liquidy. And it goes, a little bit goes a long way. You can spread it around. You don't want to put tons and not spread it around because it'll just spread out. It'll bleed. It'll bleed on your lines. So your lines will look blown out. Okay? So thank you, it's Joseph. Like a little one, a nice little brush for doing things like little lines.
Let's get an A+.
I would do the little lines. The little lines at the end. So if you have small lines, and remember, take your time. Like this looks like it has nothing on it, but it has ink on it. If I put as much ink as I had on my brush up there, it would just blob out. So take your time, outline things, use the brushes you need, just rinse them when you're done. And so once it's drawn,
do they like
once it's drawn,
dye the paintbrush?
It might dye the paintbrush. I'm not worried about dyeing the paintbrush, but if the ink dries on the paintbrush and doesn't get washed because it's permanent, it will ruin the brush. Dyeing it doesn't matter because that doesn't mess up our stuff, but it's about it gets hard and I can't use the brush. Okay, so pencil first. If you really need to paint again, you can paint again, but this is it. So I want to be finished this book by Thursday. So there's white paper over there by the warm-ups if you want to redo your background. There's an order you have to do it while it's wet so they blend. Okay? Okay.
Wise man.
I'm doing my background. I don't like it.
I need to redo mine. Mine's not blended.
Oh yeah.
Mine isn't either. I don't know where to.
Hey, I think that's mine.
Damn it! I tried to blend mine.
No, it's mine.
Don't forget if you also have to have it in your schedule.
This is totally mine, guys.
Is this mine? Yep, this one's mine. This one's mine. Wait, no, this one's mine. She went to the other side of the world.
Oh, so Sarah, no. Come on back. When she can come back here, you guys can go cry in the back corner, but you're not going to cry out in the hall. I have to call.
Good idea.
Wait, who was it? She was fine 2 minutes ago. What happened?
You're bullying.
What?
Someone bullied her. I don't know.
No, I was sitting right here.
Try this.
You guys do pencil first before you do the ink. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, my pictures, my sketch blood.
Question. Why do you have boards?
For a lot of things.
Yeah, what?
To eat, to use, I don't know.
I think they're good for sports play. Whatever that means.
You've never scored
You'll
play.
find out later.
You play, so if you
I
want
thought we
to
weren't
stick
going to do play.
to
Well, we
if
hope
you
we are when they
if you
fix the
stick
stinky
two
tail and
together,
even today. They didn't fix the
if you want to stick to
No making thing. Bullying me.
stop looking things.
And
Yeah, you're not looking anything in here. That is not cool. We all end up getting each
Oh
other.
yeah, we have to get those. Get the big pieces of paper, y'all.
It's behind the desk. I trust yourself.
I trust.
Hi.
We trust you, Kalaya.
Copy.
And every time I pressure you, wrote it.
Oh, 2 people.
let's go play.
You know, just
Kalaya's only allowed to say.
try that onto this. My pig It's not the best, but oh, 1%. Okay. That sucks. Okay.
Realize you got to be.
Sorry if this is boring.
Yeah, that's your first time. That was great.
Oh yeah, Daphne isn't here today, so the day was good.
Well, that's a not kind thing to say.
He's not kind to me. No, if she's not kind to Kaylee, she's not kind to you.
Yeah.
Doing silhouette.
It's a long story, Miss Quintero. You sound old.
She was talking to me.
Oh.
She went, you sound old, and she went, I am old.
Jesus Christ.
Get off the phone. Matthew's on his phone.
Okay, there's a reason why. Just someone texted me like so much
No,
time.
Matthew, you have a reminder. This is your warning. You have to ask to be on your phone. I don't care how many people text you. The 5 people texted me. I don't you don't think you have my phone.
If people, if like, and she probably would text me, I'm like, he's mad at Matthew.
Why me?
I don't know if she said that. You know?
Guys, do not take the whole period doing your background.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
If you need to do a background, do it right away.
Oh yeah, I gave him my phone number.
No, people would say that he's.
I'm gonna be more
I think I lost my silhouette.
And
Not my
this is
silhouette.
eating the towel with paint all over it.
Use one of the ones that weren't
Sorry, this is really bad. Better try my characters than this.
He's like, I see your
Oh.
hands crazy.
I just realized it's pathetic.
Grossness. Yeah, I lost it. I do it on, but.
This will be complete.
You know, it's like it's like New York.
And I can find here.
Are you done sporting paint?
Oh.
Are you done sporting paint?
My jeans.
Well, you need some milk.
Hey, we got Portland here. I'm respecting Portland. Respecting Portland.
I don't get my clothes. I only get my clothes. I don't maybe there's someone.
She's not even in the room.
Oh, there's my eraser.
Hey, now there's paint on my jeans, and I need to wash them. Then
Still.
is this paint washable?
Wait, who's here?
Wait, it's not.
Oh, the paint, yes. The ink is not.
Not sure.
It's a good thing I'm wearing black. Bad thing I'm wearing.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Or you? Like, I don't know.
Hey!
I would die for
No. What did you? I'm not gonna No.
What's the real about things?
Mustard won't come out. Mustard, come out.
I got socks over the weekend that said mustard.
Told you I pointed
And they're the
the other
best in the world.
direction. I had to go be water.
Whatever.
I can definitely see.
You don't keep an
Leia,
eye
I
on
love that way that you run.
I love Kalea's way of running. Oh.
You run like that during the
Kalea's
mile
like
run.
a baby lion cub, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't want to catch him.
Is it funny?
She runs fast. I did touch her.
So does he.
Kalea, oh yeah, she runs in the halls really fast.
So does Jennifer. Jennifer runs down the stairs.
Sarah! It's not only me, it's Cindy too. What? I don't. No, I don't. Look at dude. It's salty. But Cindy's also I can't do anything about it.
Do you just call Cindy mean?
I mean, you guys do you even know Cindy?
Yeah, I've known Cindy since I was like 4.
I've known Cindy ever since I was born. We were born on the same day.
Ew.
Oh, really? Never mind. I don't like it.
Oh, too much red.
Oh, yeah, Lydia was having a
Yeah.
Thank you, Max.
Mom.
Hi.
Please don't leave. Please don't leave.
Joe, the police ain't working.
But maybe animals.
Not like a baby.
No, this way.
And not like a regular baby.
Nice try.
Yes!
Okay. So which way would I color it? Which way would I draw?
Yeah, we did make it decide.
Okay.
Jeez, 8 minutes.
So you born?
Daniel?
Oh, I was like, I heard music. I'm like, yours. Sarah, your music is super loud. Wow.
No, Hannah. Hannah.
Yeah, I know me.
You ready?
No big deal. You gotta know right now.
Yeah.
You gotta color it.
And?
And what else is my friend?
No, I'm like, and? Like, your point is, I don't care.
Hey, what's your least favorite student?
They laugh at someone who doesn't.
Is that you?
I knew it.
I
knew
honestly
it.
get
yourself up for
Miss
that
Quintero,
one.
I honestly
Yeah, I
get feeling
knew
all
it.
the time like you do not.
And then Pikachu.
I don't know why, I just don't think that you are.
You being selfish.
Because I'm annoying. Because I'm a turtle. I'm just
I
annoying.
just not like your brother either. He was far less annoying than somebody.
Miss Q.
Like
It's a
Jake?
Pikachu. It's a Pikachu. Miss Q.
Jake's annoying. Don't try and tell me that he isn't, because he is.
I just said no comment.
Hey, Miss Q. It's a Pikachu. I need a Pokeball.
Jake's annoying.
Like Pokeball.
I didn't say that.
He doesn't hang out with Jake. Jake does drugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not surprised.
None of us were.
What was about their friends? Humphrey, Michael,
Yeah.
Humphrey Rose. And
Oh,
then,
2 people. Hi.
who else? What about, Brandon?
Yeah. Brandon.
Wait,
don't think he goes
can you
to
guys
Taco
hear me at it? Any chance? If
My brother
so,
said that I saw him at a Taco Bell the other day.
comment if you can.
Well, me and my brother live at Taco Bell. I'm sorry, but we do. Even though
Inside your body.
It'd be a big
So
help.
you gotta,
I work
do a
out.
little more overlap.
Oh, is mine looking better?
Right there.
If there's no response, then I will just write it. Oh,
Is this looking
sweet.
better?
Okay.
You really want it to be like, not straight, hold on one sec. So, I would get yellow, maybe on your palette in here.
That.
Violet silhouette,
There's white stuff all over it.
so a little slower. So do a little more yellow right there.
Okay, looks like my mic is not on. That actually. So,
Is mine looking slightly better?
wait, is my mic on?
More in the layers.
I got Pokeball.
Actually, let me.
I made him the Pokeball.
That's great.
Alright, Eric.
SpongeBob.
Matthew, look what I found.
Remember when Selena told me that I looked ugly in my SpongeBob hat? It made me cry.
Oh my god.
I felt so bad. You were so mean to me.
SpongeBob
For
Square.
just that 1 year, you were so mean to me. It's like, I didn't do anything to her. She was just mean to me.
I think
She
yeah.
just like hated me. And I was like, what did I do to you? I did nothing to you. You hung out with that group of girls.
When I went to Lane, I recognized Kalea, but I didn't know who she was.
Sweet.
I didn't know who Kalea was.
Right.
That's what I mean, but you
I'll have to ask
I
Haley
found
where
out
she
that
was
she was
there.
Chloe's cousin, and Chloe went to live here.
We'll have to make a new one.